What's up, crawlers? It's Crawler Baller. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
What's up, dudes? It's Crawler Baller here. Doing a video today because I wanted to show off these RC Addiction 19 high clearance links. So I just added them to the Gladiator. So I figured I would do a little competition run. Got the Devil's Beehole, that's going to be our first gate. Then we'll move around up here. Hopefully not hit any of those cones. And then mosey across the bridge. We've got a third gate here at the top of that little incline. Then a big rock crawl up into the last gate there at the top. And then hopefully getting back down the back end without falling over and past that flag. And then that will be the end of this section. Let's talk about these rigs a little bit. I know you've seen this one before. I've been filming it a lot lately. I'm still not done with it, but I did add some new wheels to this and tires. The tires are the scramblers and the wheels are those RC four-wheel drive. Dang, I can't remember what they're called, but you know which ones they are. They're very recognizable. I've got the... What else do I have in this? An EMAC servo and a diff cover in the back. Not a ton done to this since the last video, except for the wheels and tires. And I already had the high clearance links from last year when I put these on. I think this was a deadbolt before. But anywho, let's get to this Gladiator. This is the one that's got the most updates to it today. I've got a Eco Power 12 gram digital servo in there, which I really like. I love that the cord on it is really short out of the box. That's awesome. I do have the diff cover on the back. We've got some TSL boggers. And the wheels are Mofo wheels that came with the portals that are on here, because it kind of pushes the wheels and tires in a little bit so you're not so wide. What else do we have in this? That's about it. It's pretty stock. It's got a lot of cool features in it otherwise. But let's get cracking on this course, shall we? Start with the Tinkertime SCX24. Trying to decide if I want to count reverses and stuff. I think I'm going to. That's one. I'm not going to count while I talk during this video, by the way, because I'll never remember. I'm way too much of a stoner to count like that. But let's dip into the Devil's Beehole here without not... oh, hey-oh. Oh, snap. Dang. See, this is an obstacle that's been on my course for a long time, and I wasn't running it in my videos for a while. Dang, that was stuck. Because it doesn't look that hard, but actually most rigs get super stuck in it, so... Whatever, that's fine. That's a hand of God. And a repo. Let's make our way up to the tip top of this. I added a few more rocks to this section too, just because it was a little too stupid to get up. Ooh, nice. Clearing those gates like a pro. No reverses either. Man, I love the look of this rig. Really love it since I added these. What are they called again? The scramblers. Yes, the scramblers. I did end up having to use a Dremel and chop away a lot of this body because the scramblers are just so big. But I think it turned out really nice. You can hardly even tell. Now we're going to try to get up this. Ugh. That's not looking... Oh! Dang. Well, that's not how I imagine that going. Like I said in my other videos, I don't practice before I do my run videos. It just kind of makes it a little more fun. That, and I don't like getting the tires all dirty before I run, so it's actually weird. I put these wheels and tires on this rig probably 2 weeks, maybe a week ago, And it's been sitting on my desk, and I've been taking photos of it and stuff like that, but I will never stick it in the dirt, which is kind of, I don't know. Does that put me on the spectrum or something? OCD? Whatever. I don't care. Not a bad run, though. Pretty good job for this SCX24 with the Tinkertime Ultra Brute body and the RC_Addiction19 high clearance links. Bravo. Let's get to this Gladiator now. I don't remember if I've run the Gladiator through the Devil's Beehole yet. I feel like I must have, but maybe not with the high clearance links. Not sure. But look at that. With the longer wheelbase, those front tires were already up and over before the back even got into the beehole. So that's a nice pass. At least through the obstacle. You just knocked the hell out of that gate. Whoopsies. It's okay. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this music choice. I just kind of have a dub reggae station on the background, because that's usually what I'm listening to in the daytime, because I smoke a lot of weed. What was that? It's legal here in Oregon, though, I'll tell you that. Shit is amazing. What, they have like $35 ounces and shit? Ounce? I can't remember. I usually smoke dabs in my weed pen because I don't like smelling like herb. That's not what this video is about, is it, Jacob? Why don't you just stop talking about the doobies? Although that is my other passion in life. I probably smoke all day, every day for the last 10 years. My wife loves it. So the Gladiator having a little bit of tough time on this. I think it's because the boggers are, I mean, there's a lot of grip on those, but they're not as big, and that's just a really slick section, so made it up. Wasn't the most scaled drive, and we hit a gate, but at least we made it. See if we have any troubles getting up this wall. So far, adding these rocks hasn't really done a lot, which is kind of surprising. Because when I was gluing them on, I was like, this is going to make this so stupid easy. Why are you doing this? Apparently, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Because we're going to have to repo. Repo time. Rig still looks great, though. And I'm really liking this Eco Power servo. It's a digital servo. When I looked at the Emax in the other rig, it has an A on it, which I think means it's analog. I don't know what the difference between an analog and digital servo are. But, you know. Oh yeah, forgot to tell you guys. In case you didn't remember, I'm giving away this SCX24 Jeep Gladiator. As soon as I hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to pick somebody, hit them up, make sure that they're a real person, get their address, and then I'm going to send this out to them. If I don't get a hold of that person, I'll just keep going down the list until somebody accepts. So good luck to you guys. Hit subscribe, and let's move on to the next part of this video. So I set up a few other gates on this section here. You can see I glued a few rocks to that side for a different gate, but once you get through that little side hill gate, you're gonna creep around here, and we're gonna make our way up this little ledge climb, which is a little more tricky than it looks. And then we'll move down here and up this other ledge. Is that a ledge? I don't know. Ridge, ledge, climb. It's rocks. So let's get going here. Tinker time. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. Man, this is a long video. I'm like starting to get paranoid that I'm gonna have run out of things to say. But it's okay. You guys don't even care. You're not even listening, probably. You probably have this on mute because you're like, dude, love this guy's videos. Oh man, dude, that was close. Did you see that? gonna have to grab that in slow motion for another video because that was lit. But we made it. Now we got to get past this crowd of people. It's 1970s Geobra toys I've been pumped about adding to my course. Adds a lot of color, I think. Not a lot of diversity though. I think there's one token in the group. But it was the 70s, I guess. Alright, so Tinkertime is crushing this line. Very excited about that. And with the new kind of lower weight distribution, I'm not having such a big deal getting off of these obstacles, which is nice. Because if you remember on my first video with this, I wasn't having a hard time getting up, but getting down was kind of an issue. But we're working on it. I think that front bumper isn't super helping either, but I don't want to take it off because I think it's such a cool look on it. But it does add a lot of weight to the front and up high in the front, which isn't really great for declines, but we did pretty good. Not bad. So that was a pretty good run there. Fantastic. And if you don't know, Tinkertime is a RC dude. He has a website and he makes a bunch of really sweet bodies. So go check that out. Let's do another little high clearance bonus test here and see how high clearance we have. Oh yeah, just walked right up there. That was smooth. Well, there you have it. I thought that was a really great run all the way around with the Tinkertime. Probably gonna do a couple more mods. I'm gonna add an interior to this and maybe a windshield and maybe put those doors on there. So that would be something to look forward to in the future. For now, let's check out this Jeep Gladiator on the second section of this course. I think it's gonna have zero problems on this part because with the portals, I mean, oh my gosh, yeah. I didn't even have to finesse around that. It just basically just walked right over it. So portals for the win. Hey, hey. It's really interesting, to me at least. This is the V2 ESC combo, or is it the ESC and whatever combo, radio, receiver, ESC, thingamajig, version 2. And it's supposed to be extremely quiet, which it is. But once I added the Mofo portals to these axles, it made it a ton louder, and it's got that screech. It's not the ESC making that noise. I mean, it's obviously the portals. But it makes the rig a lot louder, and it's noticeable even next to the version 1 deadbolt, which is the other rig I'm running in this competition. That one almost seems like dead silent compared to this. So interesting. So if you're looking to get this Gladiator and you're listening to this and thinking that doesn't sound quiet, that's what's going on. It's just the portals. I think I hit some gates and had a hand of God in there somewhere. I was just talking, wasn't even watching the screen. Whoopsies. I'll count them later. We'll tally it up. Yeah, and so far we're having some issues in this section. I think we had issues in this in the last video as well, and I don't think the high clearance links are really going to help with that, so we're just going to move on, which is fine. Crushed going through that gate though. Very nice. So yeah, these are these high clearance links from RC Addiction 19. Definitely go check that guy out. I'll leave a link to this in the description, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll be lazy and I won't. I think I will. Let's do another little high clearance test, bonus test before we go. If you remember, the Tinkertime just walked right up this like it was nothing. So we're gonna juice it a little bit, which isn't the best thing to do when you're trying to scale drive. It technically counts, but if this were the Olympics. Anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. See you later. Peace.